Sudha, I think it's a serious but also a very silly mistake. I don't think that the minister had any clue about what Chinese flag looks like. So some advertising agency would have picked it up from Google or wherever and put up the wrong rocket containing a Chinese flag, and which is such a stupid, silly, idiotic mistake to make. I think the first thing he must do, the minister, is to offer an apology, and this is highly ridiculous and laughable, Sudha.
All right. Suresh, your comments on this, opening comments. Yes, it could be silly. We can all laugh about it. But you know, if you do this, let's say in a book, published book, you have to then pulp that book. You can't publish it. Very, very particular about, cartographers are also given strict instructions that you have to be very careful. It is about the sovereignty of a country. And I think the more serious debate is a Chinese flag. I do not know, maybe because the way it looks on a rocket, what were they thinking? Happy Diwali. You have to unmute, Suresh.
Yeah, the rocket shown in this particular ad is a heavy lift rocket.
Huh.
And that project that is coming up in Tamil Nadu is for the smaller satellites. So that itself is a big mistake. The person who gave the briefing to the agency didn't even tell them about the rocket. The heavy duty rockets will still be launched from Sriharikota. As you rightly said in the introduction there, one of the reasons why Dr. Vikram Sarabhai got cheesed up, extremely angry, was the drunk minister turning up at a function and speaking incoherently, and immediately decided that Tamil Nadu was not going. Otherwise, Tamil Nadu would have got the first right, because when they went to Andhra Pradesh and immediately they were given 2,600 acres of land, which is actually virgin land, it's a lagoon actually, Sriharikota. And from there, they had to only move a few fishermen out at the Pulikat Lake, and that's it. But today the problem with Sriharikota is that the rockets launched from Sriharikota have to go eastward and then take it down southward and then try to avoid Sri Lanka. So this particular minister doesn't even know that fact. When you can't launch heavy duty rockets from the place where it's been identified right now because of a lot of population around that place. And that is the reason why at least the minister should be at least knowledgeable. Somebody should read them. She would obviously have an IAS officer as a secretary or at least a principal secretary. She should ask somebody what it is.
It's a
This
he,
is kind
by
of
the way.
embarrassing. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's a he. It's
Yeah.
embarrassing for the person to do this kind of mistakes, silly mistakes, actually, if you ask me. But it's and versus
No, you know
Tanipudi
what?
trying to
Yeah,
defend
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. That's what is you've hit the nail, on the head, because it's not about a silly mistake. Maybe, we all in positions where someone does something and you say, "Oh God, how did you do it?" But it's about, will you apologize? Will you take it back? And that's the bigger issue here.
I don't think this can be attributed to like some idiocy or stupidity on the part of some DMK worker or DMK leader, because politicians are very, very particular about everything that appears on a newspaper, right from the size of the photo to the size of the font and everything. This is an absolute deliberate attempt to defame the country and to actually throw cold water into the situation. When Prime Minister is coming there and there is a big mahal, they want the DMK cadres and the DMK leaders wanted to make it bad. We wanted to make him look bad. So I think it's a deliberate thing. We should not brush under the carpet. It's not a silly mistake. And the thing is, see, there have been reports of DMK cadres and DMK leaders from the area, especially Thoothukudi, being in cahoots with the Chinese. And this came into light during the Sterlite protest. In fact, Edapadi Palaniswamy blamed Geeta Jeevan, the sitting MLA there, for instigating riot so that the Sterlite copper plant is closed. And because of Sterlite copper plant, which was our largest copper producing plant, we had a loss of 14,000 crores. We became a net importer of copper. So I don't think this whole thing is that simple. I think there should be a probe. And obviously, Anita Radhakrishnan has to apologize. Has always been anti-science. They claim that they are pagatharivu and they are rational, etc. But absolutely not. Annamalai narrated a situation about Kulasekhara. But also, if you remember the neutrino fact that was supposed to come in Delhi, they made such hue and cry about it. It was going to be India's CERN. So I think these people do crazy politics about everything, and this has to be probed, and this is not a silly error.
I have no love for DMK, you know that, Sudha, but they are not this smart to, publish a Chinese flag photo, rocket, and let's say take a dig at Modi ji or BJP. This looks like an error because, DMK right now is like a headless chicken. The DMK Supremo is sick, so he's not regular even to his party office, he's not regular. Even to the secretariat, he visits only an hour every day. And there are two factions. One is his son-in-law, the other one is son. Son-in-law's neck deep into the G-Square money laundering scam. And son, on the other hand, we know he got stuck with the drug trafficking, which has just come out. So the party is in shambles. They really don't know what's happening there, and there's no head to control. So all these mistakes, or whatever you want to call it, and these are inevitable. They are going down.